Hey everyone, it's little Mandy. Just for it's usually I have tips on Saturdays or Sundays, but usually it's today now because I'm scheduling. Probably next week I will have advice questions for everyone. You can comment down below which ones you want because I'll be putting that video next week. But this week is all 5 tips on advice, and this one's for singing how to get over your crush. 5 tips. Since talk to your crush, now this is when your crush moment. Picked up my period. So we'll lower down a bit. Oh, okay, there we go. Relief, okay. Yeah, 5 tips on how to get over a crush that rejected you. This one, I think where you go, I had a crush on him for a long, but now I didn't know what to do. Like, maybe you had those moments where you like someone, and then you say, I'm gonna tell him, and then it's all gonna end up happening. Then they reject you, and then they say they're not interested, and then it's all like, shit hits the fan kind of thing. So, like, these are 5 tips that you need to get over. And shall tell you about the first one. The first one's pretty easy. Just move on. Maybe find somebody else is interesting. Talk to somebody else. Like, that's the first thing you do when you find out your crush is not interested. You put all that time and effort to talk to them, and then they completely ignore you. This is one of the things I would start with. Probably go and find one of your best friends, maybe a guy you've ignored for a year just because you had a crush on this gorgeous guy, as you call her, fantastic guy. Go to him, talk to him because he might actually be better than the one you've chosen. Trust me, I've done some of these things. All these things gonna talk about right now. And you even can go to like maybe your family member, maybe hang out or something with your family member, somewhere other people instead of your crush to get over him. Those are the things I would suggest doing. Second one would be simply find a career you can like move on by. Maybe you have something that you're into. Maybe you're into guitar like me. Maybe you're into your job. Maybe you love your job or something. Some people don't understand that. And maybe you can, I don't know, maybe you've seen something in the paper recently. Maybe somebody's giving away something. Maybe you can go and, do some shopping in that. Find something that you're interested in. Like poetry. Like, find something that you can get over with. They say, I did this because I liked it. Maybe something that you didn't do just because you crushed it. Maybe something different from what your crush did. But, like, do something that will totally get your mind off him and say, yeah, I'm done. I'm grown up. So yeah, find a career, a hobby, or something to totally blank him out of like the whole picture of you and guys. Third one, that's would be for me. I would suggest not hang around his friends. Maybe somebody who's close to him, don't hang around his friends. Don't go near his events as much. Maybe completely ignore him. If you're like really love the event, maybe you've loved the event since you got there. Just completely ignore that he's not there. Pretend, oh yeah, I'm just hanging with my friend. To make sure to let him know, like, let yourself know that you're over it. So, like, when you get there, you don't have to, like, feel like you have to hide from him. So, yeah, like, completely just pretend you guys never had any connection, like me, like what I'm doing now. That's the third thing I'm doing. The third thing I'm doing. The fourth thing I'm just moving to, and that one's gonna be an easy one. That's the most easiest one I'm doing. Find things that are annoying. Maybe he's something actually annoying about him, and you completely ignore that. Maybe, oh, I didn't see that. Maybe he was a total douchebag. Maybe he was a jerk. Maybe he is one, and you haven't saw it because you all saw that. Maybe you're not a personality type of person. Of course, some people are not. Some people are into looks, but alert, I am sometimes like that, but I do like personality, thank you. But make sure when you want to get a crush, you look through his details on the fourth one. Look through his details. That's what I'm doing. Every detail about him. Maybe he's completely annoying. Maybe he replies a certain way. Maybe he says something that totally ticks you off. Like, find something that's not interesting about him. Maybe he's got, like, I don't know, This is thing where he like picks up random girls kind of thing. Maybe he's doesn't answer his phone as much. Maybe he'll answer his phone to certain people. Find out things that he's something that's totally you hate about guys that you don't like guys doing to girls. Find something that totally would make you want not to even be associated with them. So that's like a fourth thing that I'm doing right now. I found one interesting thing about my crush, which I'll let you in about since I'm kind of open at times. I would say I found about the most annoying thing about him is the fact that when he does things where he, I'm not saying that it's like a bad thing, but he's a bit of an attention whore. He is badly. He's an attention whore. That's not how I got over him. I'll say he's such an attention whore. Just totally get on my face, kind of thing. Find something interesting about him though, like find something interesting that you think you would never find in never find it in the guy you used to call perfect. Something interesting, like maybe he did something and he's still doing it. Maybe I don't know. Like I suggest in my advice, just find things that's totally lose interest in him. And now we're going to the fifth one, and now that one's one of my ones that probably nobody's ever probably did to get over their crush. And this is one of the most important things. Don't do it. And it's like something to do when you first talk to him. Do the exact same thing. I told you in the last video. Completely wipe him off all your social network. Done. Don't have pictures of him. If you had pictures of him, taking pictures of him, like I have, don't have those on your photos anymore. Just completely delete them off. Any papers of I heart something like this, I heart him, or something, a long letter. Maybe you have maybe a random like poetic letter about him. Maybe all that stuff. Grab it, and I want you to grab it. This closely the girls that really like their crush. So I want you to grab all that memories, all that stuff, all those feelings, and throw them. I mean, just like throw them. Like nobody's gonna like really care afterwards. Like saying, oh, "You're so mean to him." Like everybody probably knows he's mean. Maybe like just totally get all of those feelings. Like cause all those letters, all session note, this is like a combination, like this last fifth one is gonna be a combination. All your letters to him, anything that revolves around him, maybe you put in something on a status, completely wipe him off it. Like he was never there. Never. Never there. So I suggest you delete him off all your social networks. Unfollow him from your Instagram, your Facebook, maybe you follow him on Facebook. Completely just delete him. Delete him. Because that's not a healthy thing to have when you have still your social network. Because then you're like still thinking of him like, he'll call, he'll come back to me. I know he will. Not like, you know how most girls just stare at the computer for a long, just sitting there waiting for it to reply. Like, he's gonna reply. It's been like 2 years kind of thing. You know, like they constantly do that, and I don't think it's a healthy thing to do. So I suggest all the things that I've told you, all the 5 things. I suggest you do that to remember the most important thing is social network, gotta go. Ignore him on his anything, any social media stuff going on, anything that's mentioned him, completely ignore him. And you're free. Yeah. You can find somebody way better. Like, if a crush does not take back his feelings or his feelings, just completely wipe him out of your mind. Say, hey, I can find something better than that. Look at him. He thinks that nobody likes him, and then he expects people. Not many girls are interested in me kind of type. That's so immature. But I suggest if I give him, just find interest, completely ignore him on his social networks, completely, I think completely, pretend he did not exist, like you never met him at all. You have never met him or her at all in your life. And that's my piece of advice to you. These are all my pieces of advice. I hope I've done good enough. I suggest you do that, completely wipe them out of your life. Like, if somebody mentions your name, I don't know who that is. Even if somebody knows you knowing them. Because, like, I don't know who they are anymore. No, we're not friends at all. So, yeah, like, you can comment, share this, like this, contact me on social networks, and you come in, maybe you want advice, or you can give me advice, whatever. But all I'm saying is, crushes are always gonna come, they'll go, and they'll come. Jerks and bitches will come. Fake girls will come and go, but the real ones will stay, no matter what. Yeah, maybe your crush will never be interested in you at all. But at least you know how to get rid of them if they're not giving the time and effort to hang out with you or get to know you. So, I hope this all helped for you. Next video will be next week. Advice video for anybody who wants to participate in this. Ask me on social networks, and I shall return. See ya. Little Mandy, peace out.